On December 15, 1900, a relief crew arrived at a remote Scottish lighthouse to find it abandoned. The keepers gone, their dinner still on the table, and no sign of struggle. The Flannan Isles sit 20 miles off the west coast of Scotland, a cluster of barren rock that rises from the Atlantic. In 1899, the Northern Lighthouse Board completed construction of a beacon there, a state-of-the-art facility designed to guide ships safely past one of Britain's most treacherous coastlines. 3 keepers were assigned to rotate duty: Principal Keeper James Ducat, Assistant Keeper Thomas Marshall, and Occasional Keeper Donald McArthur. All 3 men were experienced. All 3 had clean records. On the morning of December 15, 1900, none of them would be found. The relief boat, the Hesperides, approached the dock under overcast skies. The sea was rough but not impassable. Captain James Harvey and his crew expected the usual routine: hand over supplies, collect outgoing mail, rotate one keeper back to the mainland. What they found instead was silence. The lighthouse door stood unlocked. No one answered their calls. The record shows that when they climbed the spiral stairs to the lamp room, they discovered the light extinguished, a serious breach of protocol that suggested the keepers had abandoned their post. Inside the lighthouse, the crew found conditions that deepened the mystery. The beds were unmade. Personal effects lay scattered. Most striking, in the kitchen, the table was set for a meal. Food remained on the plates, not rotted or vermin-infested, suggesting the men had left recently, perhaps within the last day or 2. No bodies, no blood, no signs of violence. The logbook's final entry was dated December 12th, written in what investigators noted was steady, unremarkable handwriting. Whatever had happened quickly and without apparent panic. The initial official theory was straightforward. The men had been swept away by a wave. The Flannan Isles are exposed to Atlantic swells, and heavy weather had been reported in the region. Perhaps the keepers ventured outside during a storm, were caught by a rogue wave, and drowned. The theory was neat. It was convenient. But it raised an immediate problem that the record makes clear. Why would all 3 men leave the lighthouse at once? Protocol demanded that at least one keeper remain inside at all times, tending the light and monitoring the beacon. A second detail emerged during the investigation that complicated the wave theory further. Outside the lighthouse, investigators found the gate to the compound secured. One report noted that the chain was fastened from the inside. If the men had been swept away suddenly, who had locked the gate behind them? The record shows no clear answer. Theories multiplied. Had one keeper secured the gate after the others disappeared? Had the gate been locked before they vanished, and they'd climbed over it? The sequence of events remained opaque. The investigation that followed was methodical but ultimately inconclusive. The Northern Lighthouse Board questioned Captain Harvey and his crew. They interviewed the families of the 3 missing men. They examined the logbook and the lighthouse records with care. No evidence of mutiny emerged. No evidence of a breakdown in mental health. No prior conflicts between the keepers were recorded. The men had simply vanished. By early 1901, official inquiries had essentially closed the file, returning a verdict of death by misadventure. A bureaucratic way of saying, we don't know what happened. But the case didn't remain closed in the public mind. Over the following decades, alternative theories emerged, some grounded in plausible detail, others purely speculative. One theory suggested that one keeper had gone mad and killed the others, then jumped into the sea. Another proposed that a freak wave had struck with such violence that it left no trace. A third, more exotic theory involved a sea creature or unknown phenomenon. The record only says what was found: 3 missing men, an unmade lighthouse, and no bodies. What makes Eilean more enduring is not the answer, because there is none, but the precision of the absence. We know the date, December 15, 1900. We know the place, a lighthouse on a remote Scottish island. We know what was left behind: meals, beds, the beacon itself. What we don't know, and the record makes this explicit, is the moment of departure. No eyewitness saw them leave. No body was ever recovered. No confession was ever made. The 3 men existed on December 12th. By December 15th, they did not. In the years since, the Eilean Mor case has become a touchstone for unsolved disappearances, invoked by paranormal enthusiasts, maritime historians, and mystery writers alike. The lighthouse itself still stands. It was automated in 1971, removing the need for human keepers entirely. The light continues to turn, a mechanical eye watching the Atlantic. But the question remains: what happened to James Ducat, Thomas Marshall, and Donald McArthur? The record offers no answer. Only the silence of a locked lighthouse and 3 men who vanished without explanation. Subscribe for a new unsolved case every week. Mysteries where the record still offers no answers.